I'm Ilke Bruhn. I'm from Germany. I go in a Danish school in Germany. I live close to Denmark near the border. Um, I'm in India for 10 months. I'm an exchange student. I came here to experience the Indian life, the Indian schools, the Indian families. I go to Indian school here. I live in an Indian family. I go to Bishop Cotton's and I go to 11th Arts.
What a choice to go to India for 10 months after your 10th class in Denmark, in the Danish school.
Yes, I finished my 10th in Germany and Danish school. I wanted to experience something more. I wanted to see some other countries. I wanted to learn. And that's what I'm doing here right now. I'm learning a lot, and I'm coming out of home. I'm growing up. When I come home, I will be maybe more mature than other. I have learned more. I learned here this from one time I stayed here in India. I learned more than in about 5 years of my whole life, and that's why I came here. I wanted to open my mind. I wanted to hear other opinions. I wanted to maybe also think about my opinion about life, and I wanted to think about my life. That's also what I'm doing.
But it must be hard to attend an English school here.
The English, yeah, that's also because it's English. The language is different. That's not the big problem. The school is very, very different. It's the opposite from our system, what we have at home. It's very strict. It's not free at all like our system. It's very strict. We have a uniform, what you will see tomorrow, and you have to tie your hair. Everything that's very strict. And then class is different. How they teach, the way they teach is different. You sit in class and listen to the teacher. The teacher will tell you what to learn. The teacher will tell you the opinion what he has. You have to study you have to write the teacher's opinion down. You have to write everything down what the teacher says. So when you come home, you can study what the teacher said. You will know that for your exams. In your exams, you will write that, and that's all what you do. In Denmark, we do a lot of exercises. We work a lot with the topic. We do some projects so that we can not only study it, not only know it, we understand and we think about what we are learning. And that's a really good thing, because as soon you understand something, you will not forget it so fast again. If you only study it, you will forget it after your exams again. And for me, this way of learning is very difficult because I'm used to doing exercise work with the topic. I cannot just study and write it down after that. And I am used to say my own opinion about something. If we analyze any book, any story, we have a discussion about that. We talk about it so that we hear every opinion. So that we think on our own about what the story may be about. Here it's only what the teacher thinks what it is about. You have to write down what the teacher thinks what the story is about.
Is anything more strict than you're used to?
Yeah, we have to be very formal to our teachers. We have to say ma'am to our teachers. When the teachers come into a class, we get up, we say good morning and the name, and then as soon the teacher says you can sit down, then you can sit down. If the teacher goes again after class, we will say good morning again, and we will say thank you. Even if the teacher came for 1 minute and didn't teach us anything, we still have to say thank you to the teacher. Otherwise, we have an assembly in the morning. we have to line up, we have to sing together, we have to pray together, we have to sing the national anthem, we have to sing the school song. We have to stand straight for that. We are not allowed to talk for that. We are also not allowed to talk so much at all in school. If we have a free period, we are not allowed to go anywhere we want in school. We have to sit in class, or we have to sit in the library. And it's not allowed to talk in the library. So you can talk nowhere because in class in the library it's not allowed. Okay, and then it's not allowed to be lesbian, to be homosexual in school. There was a girl in my class. She was called to the principal. The principal said, I saw you sitting on the girl's lap. I think you're a lesbian. I'm gonna call your mother now. If she would say she is really a lesbian, she would get kicked out of school. She's not a lesbian, so she said she's not a lesbian, and it was okay. They called her mother, and the mother actually, she said, it's okay for me, I know that my daughter is not a lesbian, so I don't have any problems with that. There you can see how the society is. It's not accepted to be homosexual here in the society in India, so it's not accepted in the school. Yeah, okay, we have to wear a uniform. My uniform is green and white. We are not allowed to wear bangles, we are not allowed to wear a chain, we are not allowed to wear earrings, we are not allowed to have mehendi on the hand. We are not allowed to have our hair open. Colored hair is also not allowed. We have to tie our hair. If you have long hair, you have to flap your hair. And yeah, it's for you it sounds not nice, but there's something nice about it, because as soon you wear the same as everybody else, you feel like you're part of the group. You feel like you're part of the Indian school. You're not you will not be in. You will still be in German, but you are also an Indian because you're wearing the same like everybody else. School is very about discipline. If you're a disciplined person, if you're very formal, and if you wear your uniform nice, and if you don't talk so much, if you sit a lot in the library, then the teacher will like you, because as soon you have discipline, you will be a good person. If you're a person without discipline, they will tell you you're a bad person. And everything counts. Marks are very important. If you get good marks, you maybe become a school captain, and teacher will they will talk way more nicely to you because you're getting good marks. They think you're very smart. If you're not getting good marks, maybe it's only because you're not very good at learning by heart, then teachers will not be nice to you, and they will say you are not a good person. That is how it is.
Well, you're an exchange student here. You've got an Indian home. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, I live in an Indian family. It's a really proper Indian family. They're from India. They're grown up here. I live together with my host parents, with my two host sisters who are 17 and 19, and I also live together with my grandparents. That's a really Indian thing, that there are joint families where the whole family lives together, also more than one generation. Sometimes also the family from one brother and another brother, they all live together under one roof. So there's a lot of adjustment to each other, and yeah, you have to respect, especially the elders. If the grandparents doesn't like anything, you can't do that, because they are something like the chef of the house, and what they say we have to listen to. And even since I'm living in that family, even I have to do that. My parents, they treat me like their daughter, so I have to do what my host parents say. Even if my mother at home wouldn't say the same.
So you're treated like a small
I'm
child.
treated like an Indian girl, and Indian girls are treated a little different from European girls. They take care a lot. They want to become their child a perfect child. So they also tell them if they do something wrong, and that's mostly they are not only telling them, they're also scolding them quite a lot more than we do, and that's a really different thing because I am not used to live like that. I have more of my freedom at home, and I can do whatever I want whenever I want, and yeah.
Okay. What do you like about India?
There's a lot about India what I like. It's mostly all the old traditional things. India is a very, very colorful country, and if you go out of the world, you will see a lot of colors. People are very colorful. The Indian clothes are nice and colorful, and people are very friendly. They smile at you, and you're always invited that you can come home to their houses, and they are very open. And I like temples. I like to go to temples. I like to experience the religion, even if I don't believe in the religion. I like to experience what they are doing, and temples are also very nice and colorful with all the goddess. That's the thing what I like. I like to go to Indian weddings. It's again very colorful. All the people are nicely dressed, and there's nice food. And one thing I also like here is to eat with my hand. It's something I wouldn't be allowed to do in Germany at home. Here I'm allowed to do that because everybody does that, and it's a nice thing to eat with the hand. Yeah.
Rules at the table or on the floor?
I sit at the table. I don't sit on the floor. I eat with my fingers, and there are lots of rules at the table, the dining table. The rules are again different from every family, from every caste, from every community. At home in my family now, I can only use my right hand. That's in every family the same, only the right hand will be used and the left hand will not be used.
The left hand is used for something else.
Yeah, the left hand is the left hand is also used for something else. But
in the toilet, this is when you go to the toilet.
Okay, I don't do that. but the most Indian families, they don't use tissue. So after they use the toilet, they use water in their hand. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't use the left hand. But on the table, you use only your left hand for serving. If you serve someone or you serve, you will only use the left hand and not the right hand, because you start eating with the right hand. The right hand will be dirty. It may come into the other one's food if you serve them. So yeah, and in my family, you cannot move your plate. It's not allowed to move your plate. It's not allowed to touch the spoon what you serve with your plate. It shouldn't touch. Then it's not allowed to eat from another one's plate. It's not allowed to touch a plate from another person who started eating. So there are lots of rules, and sometimes even my family doesn't know the reason for some rules. It's just they follow the rule because their parents have taught them to follow the rule. So they will have to follow the rule again. And maybe their children will follow the rules again. That I don't know yet. So yeah.